Well, hello everyone. We are out here in Berea to preview the Browns-Texans games. That is the first place Cleveland Browns playing the 4-5 Houston Texans Sunday at the stadium. Boy, you look at this game and you might think, hey, that's not that great of a record, but this is a loaded football team.
Yeah, I mean, the issue, of course, and we'll get to it in a second, is they're changing quarterbacks, going to Ryan Mallett. But yeah, you look across the rest of the team, they can run the ball as long as Arian Foster's healthy. That'll be an issue. I think he'll play, but how much we'll find out. J.J. Watt, I think the best defensive, maybe the biggest defensive playmaker in the league right now. They've got a lot of weapons.
They really do. We will start with Ryan Mallett. He's making his first NFL start. Obviously, he's going up against a former teammate in Brian Hoyer. When everybody talks about Ryan Mallett, what's the first thing they say?
Well, big arm.
Yes, absolutely. Huge arm for Ryan Mallett, but he disputes that a little bit. He says that his biggest asset is, in his opinion, is his football. Hey, look at this. We're going to be singing Christmas songs in a minute. His biggest asset, of course, is his football IQ. That's what he says. So the Browns are going to have to watch out for more than just the long ball this game.
Yeah, and the other thing about Ryan Mallett, the other thing that stands out, and watching him in college, he's not very mobile. So if they can get a pass rush in on him, maybe they can collect some sacks, get some strip sacks. I think they want to definitely take advantage of a guy making his first NFL start.
And then when you move over to the defensive side of the ball, you have to, again, talk about J.J. Watt. Everyone in here describes him as a beast. He just makes plays all over the place. He's gunning for defensive play MVP again. He's made it once before, and I mean, you just cannot say enough about this guy.
Yeah, I've never seen a guy like him. Usually when you think of great defensive linemen and defensive ends, you think of pass rushers. You don't think of guys that are turning the ball over, batting balls down, interceptions. He's got 3 touchdowns, I believe, this year. 3 touchdowns.
Yes. You know what? He can take over a game. He can ruin a game. And he's probably the #1 thing the Browns have to worry about in their bid to remain atop the AFC North. But Arian Foster is another guy that they have to think about. What? I'm going to throw a snowball in about 2 seconds. Arian Foster, the great running back for the Texans. Boy, he's second in the NFL right now with 822 yards. He catches it out of the backfield. What can you say about Arian?
Yeah, he's a guy that, I'm thinking it's going to be kind of a low-scoring game. And, if he can run the ball effectively, again, he's coming off a little bit of an injury. If he can run the ball effectively, he can run the clock and make it a low-scoring game. But he's definitely one of these guys. And we'll see if the Browns can do a little bit better on the run defense. They were a little bit better last week, but I still think the fact that the game got away from the Bengals, they went away from the run.
Didn't we do a great job with this fake snow?
Yeah, give credit to Dave Anderson, our videographer, for creating it.
This is just, we're just trying to get you in the mood for the big game. This could be a weather game for the Browns. That's why we brought the snow in today. This could be a weather game, and you know what? That could be a huge factor at the stadium.
Oh, no question. Of course, one of the things that's interesting when you talk about the weather and the wind is since they remodeled the stadium, they renovated it, they've closed up 3 ends, and I've talked to Billy Cundiff about this. He says the wind is much different this year, so if you've not kicked in the stadium before, you're not going to have any idea which way the wind's blowing, and right now it's blowing in your face.
I'm trying. I'm really trying to hang in here. Anyways, we shall see how this goes. Again, the Browns in first place trying to hang on to it against the 4-5 Texans. We will have it all right here for you, if we're not frozen by then, on cleveland.com.